Hey, this is Sully for Antisocial News. I just want to do a quick video where I'm going to rant about the border wall situation and some of the arguments that I've been hearing about it. It drives me bonkers. I really wanted to break down what I'm going to go ahead and call the liberal humanitarian argument for the wall. I don't think you're hearing anywhere else. Basically hearing that if you're a liberal or a humanitarian, the wall is bad. As a liberal or a humanitarian, you want as many people dying in the desert trying to get to the country that they've been told has open borders and will accept them no matter what. The true concept here is that people are dying in the desert. 260 people died in the desert last year alone trying to get to our country because they were told it's a totally open border. You are allowed to illegally cross into the country. You're okay to do it. Look at me, I'm wearing a suit and I have a little name tag and I'm telling you, okay, pack your stuff up, get your family, come on this trip with us. People are dying. They're literally killing people by encouraging them to do this terrible thing. If you had the woman who encouraged her boyfriend to kill himself, she's charged for that. Let's also look at the concept of fraternity hazing. Fraternity hazing is illegal and people die from it. Very small numbers, but still makes CNN, still makes the news. Let's also look at the concept of organizations. Literally encouraging people to do something that gets them killed. Make a comparison that you might think is a crazy out there comparison, but let's go ahead and look at school shootings versus people dying trying to cross into the country. School shootings, 2018, killed 55 people. You had 90 some school shootings, resulted in 55 fatalities last year. People are saying this is a crisis that we need to change the Bill of Rights because of. Because of that number, that's a horrific number, we need to change the Bill of Rights. There is literally no organization in the United States of America that holds a tax-exempt status, instructs children to go kill people in their schools with guns. Children or adults, anyone of any age. There is no organization that says, go forth and kill. They do not do that. No organization that is accepted by the government as a 501c3 nonprofit or an educational source. The NRA, which is often blamed for school shootings, has never said illegally use a firearm. They actually are advocates for legal and safe use of firearms only. So they have never advocated for the shooting of schools. Why do I bring this up? There are 501c3 organizations in the United States of America that have tax-exempt status approved by the government. Tell people, go into the desert and try to come to the country illegally. It's okay. You can do that. And those people die. 260 people. Do the quick math on that.
Boom! 2 plus 2 is 4. Minus 1, that's 3. Quick maths.
55 people dying of school shootings. 260 people dying in the desert trying to get to the country. It's a bigger number. And there's actually people saying, we are Pueblos Sin Fronteras. You, somebody who wants to come to America, are allowed to do that. Come on in. Here's a Gatorade bottle and a map of the border. Just looking at those numbers, if you think that having an open border is a loving, caring thing to do, it's really not. What you're looking at is an unguarded swimming pool. You're liable if you have an unguarded swimming pool in your backyard. It's called an attractive nuisance. So if the neighbor kids come and drown in your pool, then you're then held liable for that pool because you didn't put a fence up around it, okay? That's basically our country. People are saying, hey, they got the free pool, everybody. Let's run over there. Now, like I said, this is the liberal humanitarian view. If you want to see some of the other arguments where I break down all the stuff about the crime and this, that, and the other, I didn't even get into the points that I make about terrorism. State Department lied and said there was no terrorists coming through the southern border when we've actually stopped 6, which that might seem like an incredibly small number. I don't know if you know this, but 6 is actually bigger than 0. It doesn't take a whole heck of a lot of terrorists to do bad things in a country. Known terrorists typically work in very small numbers to do very horrific attacks, like the attack in Nice, France. Just a handful of guys, very small number, basically harbored people to plan a very simple attack, and they killed dozens of people. The State Department lying and saying that nobody came through is a little troubling. We're also seeing the concept of people lying and saying people are only coming through the points of entry on the southern border, and that's it. No one's ever coming through the desert. That's also a lie. I don't know where people are getting off being okay with the lying to combat Republican rhetoric. If you want to combat the rhetoric, don't use lies, don't use emotion. Actually try to look at the facts, and I think I've provided a lot of links here for you, so check out the stuff I've written here. There's a lot of sarcasm, there's a lot of editorializing. Please check it out. Enjoy. This is Sully for Antisocial News. I think I'm finally getting over this cold. I feel bad.